Hello and welcome back to the Female Perspective video podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Carson.
And I'm your other host, Izzy.
And today, would you like to tell them what our topic is?
Our topic is kind of like our plans post-graduation, but also we're recapping our weekend at Penn State 2 weekends ago.
Yep, and we're also changing the scene because we saw a lot of podcasts that do it in their bed. So our scene today is my bed. Welcome to my humble abode.
Welcome to Carson's bedroom.
Woo!
All right. Well, I guess we can kind of just start with our weekend.
Okay.
Do you want to start with, I don't know, what was your favorite memory from the weekend?
Okay, so background context, I met my friend Casey at Penn State, and he and I kind of, I met him at my internship, sorry, and he and I kind of like became friends, and he invited me and me, and then said I could bring a friend, so I brought her. And he's met her before, though, because you came to the internship to watch the cars race, so.
Yep.
Anyway, long story
I'm familiar.
short, we went to Penn State for his birthday weekend and hung out, partied with his friends. So I think my favorite part of the weekend, in all sincere honesty, was laying in the hammock. I'm not even kidding.
They literally had a hammock that was on their front porch, like between the two poles of their house. And Carson loved it up there, but I was too scared because it was kind of high up off the ground.
It was so fun, just like swinging there and, I don't know, just being on the front porch.
It's nice and peaceful whenever you are hungover, though.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, what was your favorite part?
I was waiting for you to ask me that. I was like, are you gonna ask me my favorite part?
Are you gonna ask me my favorite part?
I would say my favorite part was probably we went out to this bar and they had $5 pitchers. I think it's called Cafe.
Yes, those were so good.
And I never listened to rock music, but there was a band that was doing
was good.
exclusively like old rock, but like
Jesse's Girl.
Yeah, popular enough to where you could either guess the lyrics or you knew it.
Jesse's mom has got it going on. Yeah, they said any song recommendations, and I was like, Jesse's mom! And then they played it, and everyone was so hyped. You remember that?
No, I thought it was... Jesse's mom is not the right thing. I thought it was Stacy or something.
Oh, it's Stacy. I'm thinking Jesse's Girl and Stacy's mom.
Why don't you just do like a remix? I was like, that's not
Jesse's
right.
mom.
Close enough.
Okay, yeah, I said,
We were drunk whenever we heard it.
what was it? Jesse's Girl.
Yeah.
Did I say Jesse's Girl or
Yeah.
Stacy's? Okay, yeah.
Jesse's Girl.
Anyway.
But they were playing rock songs, and it was so fun because we all got to dance together for his birthday because all his roommates came out with like their little girls and stuff.
Little girls. They're like
And-
girl space friends.
Yeah. And it was really fun because like where we go to school, not many people go out to the bar, so it was fun to see a bar that actually had people in it.
Yeah.
Like that was fun. And they had different flavored pitchers, like
I got strawberry. It was so good. Like,
Yeah.
probably the best drink I've ever
it was
had.
really good. And another girl got a watermelon one. That one was really good too.
Yeah.
But we had a fun weekend. And Casey took us on a tour around the campus.
Yeah, that's like this perfect segue. When we were touring the campus, I was like, man, I really should have came here to study instead of Shippensburg. And I was like, man, what, low-key, like, regretting my decision. But towards the end of the weekend, I was like, no, like, my home is in Ship. Like, I was looking forward to coming back here.
Yeah.
Like, this is where all my friends are. This is where I've spent the last 3+ years of my life. So, yeah.
Yeah. And the campus was really huge, but they had a moment where their house party got kind of busted.
They got a noise complaint.
And we were like, oh my gosh, this feels like home.
Literally.
Because our college stuff always gets raided.
The
Well,
police are everywhere.
Not raided, but they just show up.
They're there for like parking lots, like literally everywhere. Every street I drive on in Shippensburg, there's a cop.
Well, and they just like sit outside of the houses and just watch.
Yeah.
It's very bizarre.
They sit at the end of the street. They post up with
Yeah.
like 3 cop cars.
Yeah.
I don't.
Thank goodness we don't go there anymore.
Yeah, that era is long gone.
Yeah, the era needs to be long gone. Gosh.
Do you have a question for me?
The frats only make it so long around here. Like about Penn State? Do you want to stay on that topic?
I'm talking.
Oh, for the general
Yeah.
questions? Okay. I guess we can kind of segment into... Well, do you have anything else to add for over the weekend?
Oh my gosh.
Before we get into this? We only talked about it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I guess I think I really also enjoyed like growing closer to Casey
Mm-hmm.
cuz we only ever saw each other once a week, which was Friday nights, and we didn't really get to hang out cuz he
Yeah.
would be in the booth doing the announcing and then I would be out doing the videoing. And so I guess actually getting to hang out and get to know Casey like as an actual friend, not just a
Mm-hmm.
coworker,
Yeah.
was like super nice.
Whenever you breach the coworker to friend gap,
Yeah, yeah.
do you ever have like no, you went out to the bar with your coworker.
My coworkers
Yeah,
and my
plural, and your
boss.
boss.
Yeah.
I haven't reached that level.
Yeah. And my internship, they actually invited me out tonight to go out with them. They're like, "You're 21, aren't you?" I was like,
The one you're
"Yeah."
in right now?
Yeah, the internship I'm 5 weeks into, they invited me out. But I don't feel like driving like the whole way home.
What a bonding experience that is.
I know.
Wait, that's really funny they invited you out.
Yeah.
My internship that I had last summer, like a group of us tried to like get together to go out, but like some of us weren't 21, so it like didn't work
Oh.
out. But I think it's so funny whenever you breach the coworker to friend to going out together gap. It's really funny though. Like the first time that you do it and you're like,
It's kind of
"Oh, you
awkward
get
though.
to we get to open up about each other. This is interesting."
Yeah, we're not at work with working. Yeah.
We're not bonding over work trauma, we're bonding over life
No,
trauma.
literally bonding over hating serving. Yeah.
That's what the restaurant industry will do though.
It does.
Are you seeing on your TikTok feed, are you seeing
I'm not on TikTok anymore.
Oh, that's right.
I gave up TikTok for Lent, guys. But go ahead, I'm maybe my old feed.
Well, I think it just started coming up. Spencer from iCarly, there's like
I love
pictures
him.
of him and it's people from the serving industry are doing like me when my manager is on the or like whenever I have to It's like me whenever I'm trying to eat my food 2 minutes.
The microphone. Put the microphone down.
I can't even describe
Yeah, this is you.
I can't even describe an instance. But it's just like a relatable slideshow of like things in the serving industry
Oh.
with pictures of Spencer from iCarly as the background.
I think people who are servers should like make the best friendships just cuz like I don't know. You're just like
Well,
bonded.
you have to have a certain personality for sure.
We were both servers. I still am.
Yeah, you still
technically.
are. I'm officially retired.
Her building got raided by the cops. Long story short.
Yeah. Well, it didn't get raided by the cops, but the cops had to be called.
Yeah. There's an
But-
article out there. If you do enough
Yeah.
digging, I'm sure you'll find yourself. Anyway,
It's
are,
sad.
what are you most looking forward to once you graduate?
Did you still want my questions?
Yes.
I wrote questions specifically for Carson coming in this podcast prepared. But you can ask me them, I guess. What am I looking forward to most after college?
Yep.
I think what I'm looking forward to most is
Speak into the mic, please. Make my editing job easy.
I think what I'm looking forward to the most is finding out more about myself.
Ooh, that's a good one. Say more.
Well, I don't know, whenever you like are post graduation, I feel like you really grow up. And I think that you can learn a lot more about yourself after that. Because right now you're kind of just like in this stagnant stage of just doing the same thing over and over again. And I feel like once you're out of that, it kind of really shows your personality.
You're hitting the real world.
Yeah, you are. What are you most excited for?
Finding a job.
Okay.
Like literally just being in a job that I'm happy at. I haven't found one yet, but I'm working
Soon to
on it.
come.
Yeah. I applied to one, but it would mean I would have, if I got it, I would have to move to North Carolina.
That's literally where my roommate is planning to go. Do you guys
We
want to
could be
live together?
roommates. Where at? What city?
At the capital.
What's the, I don't know, Raleigh? No, that's.
Girl, don't ask me. We know how smarter than a fifth grader went.
Guys.
This is not gonna go well.
What's the capital of North Carolina? Raleigh. I was right.
Wait, is that where yours is?
No, it's
Oh.
I don't remember. It starts with a M or something. But like, can you imagine? Like, I was talking to my friend about this last night. If I got that job and I did it, I would literally basically be restarting my life
In a whole different state?
in a whole different state. I'd have to move everything. I'd have no friends
What
there.
made you apply there?
So I went to a Christian concert, Elevation Worship,
Yeah.
and they had jobs up. and I read it, and this job is a content creator. It is literally bullet point for bullet point every single thing that I want to do for a job.
Aw.
And I get to
But
serve
it's
God.
only there.
Yeah, my mom, I was like, oh man, there's nothing, it's only in North Carolina. And she's like, well, you do realize you can move. Like, it's not like I'm bound to live with my mom for my.
Yeah.
And if I'm getting a salary paid job, I can afford to live on my own. It's just gonna be so scary. Like,
If you did that, that'd be so exciting,
it'd
though.
be scary. 8 hours away from home.
Yeah. It's
Like,
definitely a long while away.
I know I have to grow up at some point, but I thought like I would graduate college and then at least stay home for like 2 years. Because my brother, I mean, that's what my brother did. He still lives in 10 minutes from our house. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My nose itches. Maybe it's
Nope.
good luck. Yeah,
Maybe it's good luck.
my palm itched at the concert though after I applied, and I was like,
Maybe it's good luck. Wait, when do you find out?
I don't know. I just did my like video and application thing yesterday, so they probably have a lot of applicants. So like, I don't know. I'll give them 2 weeks.
Yeah. It probably is 2 weeks. Well, it did not say an application deadline.
No.
Oh.
I swear though, if they send me an email and say I didn't get the job, I would be happy because then I would know I won't have to move to North Carolina. But if they tell me I do get it, I would also be happy. So it's a win-win either way.
It is. Double win.
We'll see what my thought process is. If I'm meant to get the job, then God will make it happen. So we'll see.
All right.
It's just a little scary.
To be determined.
Yeah. Next question.
Hold on. Let me pull up my little list. What is the most important piece of information that you've learned over the past 4 years?
About myself.
It could be anything.
Man, that's like, I'm gonna need some time to think. Do you have an answer? So I can think?
I don't know.
I got it.
Kind of hard.
I got it.
What?
Who you surround yourself with is who you become. I know
That's a good one.
it's cliche, but like I've really noticed that that's so true in college. So true.
I think that's a good one.
Like if you have friends, like it's like for me, it's hard to be friends with people who don't enjoy the same things as me because like
Well, then you can't really do things together.
exactly, I can't just be like, oh, let's go to the gym. Oh, let's go get Chipotle. Oh, let's go on a walk. Like, I don't know, having similar interests and desires and motivations in life.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely agree with that. And I would say it definitely reflects on who you are. But I feel like you surround yourself with different people at different points throughout your college.
Oh, yeah. And
Career.
another piece, friendships are not meant to last forever.
Yes, some.
Some do, which that's a good thing. But most of them will not last forever.
Yeah.
And I think I've been burnt in the past thinking that they will, and they don't. And then it's upsetting. So, like, just going into friendships knowing, like people are in your life for different seasons. But not so, like, negative. Like, oh, you're just going to be friends with me during college, and then I'm going to drop you. Not like that. Just going into friendships knowing that it's not going to last forever.
Yeah.
Or not expecting it to.
Yeah. People come and people go depending on what you need at that time and what you kind of want.
Yeah, and where you are. I might be
Yeah.
in North Carolina and not see anybody ever again.
I think
How are we
the
going to do our
scariest-
podcast? No.
I'm not doing that thing over Zoom.
Zoom podcast.
Uh-uh.
Guys, coming out to you live from North Carolina and Harrisburg is Female Perspective Podcast.
Okay, but you would be near the beach.
I know, that's what I thought. I was like, that's
That's
so
kind of
dope.
nice.
Anyway, what's your biggest piece of information?
Well, in the last podcast, I already said about, like, getting out of your comfort zone. But that's definitely my number one. I need to think of a different one. Oh, I think another one would be you really have to try your hardest to stay motivated or finding ways to self-motivate. I feel like it's hard to find people around you that, like, constantly motivate you, so I feel like you have to have motivation within yourself a lot.
And what example are you thinking of in your life?
I'm thinking more of education level,
That's what I
like,
was thinking.
wise.
School?
Yeah, school-wise, because you have to, like, constantly push yourself to get things done. So I feel like finding motivation within yourself is really important.
I agree.
That's probably a message is try to learn that over the course of 4 years. Actually, no, you're forced to learn it.
Yeah, you really
If you
are.
don't, you're gonna get
If you're
fail.
not self-motivated, you won't do your classes, and then you'll be kicked out of college.
Yeah, it's
So,
not gonna look pretty. That's not gonna be good. Okay, another question for you. What does graduating college mean to you?
whoa, I've never even thought about that.
Isn't it a good question?
Where'd you come up? Did you Google that?
I made these up. This day I was feeling so inspirational. I think I watched a podcast and I
Oh
was like,
my.
my turn. My turn to think of something. I just hit myself.
I feel like if college was harder, that I would feel like, wow, this is like a really big accomplishment. Like it is. Like I spent 4 years trying to get this
Yeah.
degree, but like it's literally just a piece of paper. And it means I finally don't have to do college. Like I don't have to do school anymore.
Yeah.
I think actually, okay, in one sentence, it is the start of the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I'm just finishing that era of this is kind of just what everybody does. Like you go to grade school, then you go to middle school, then you go to high school. And I took the route of going to college. So you go to college, then you get out, and then it's kind of like you have the freedom to do really the whole world is your oyster.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to travel, but I kind of need money to do that.
Yeah, and a
kinda
lot
need
of
a
it.
job.
Yeah, and a job to get the money.
Every time I see my grandma, I love her, but she's like, Carson, you're young. Travel while you can. I'm like, Grammy, with what money? What money do you like? Do you know the price of plane tickets? Do you know the price of just doing yoga at a
Literally.
beach?
Whenever my roommate and I went to South Carolina, we were just talking about this yesterday. Our plane ticket was close to like $500 to go there.
Oh, see, that's insane.
And South Carolina is like 9 hours away from here. Like, gosh, might as well just drive my car.
No, literally. You
At
pay
that
more in
point-
gas money though too. Like,
No,
you just-
yeah.
you do need. And nowadays, you need money to travel. And yeah, people are like, oh, I live abroad and spend $10 a day traveling. I just don't get it.
I wouldn't be good enough to plan that way. To plan to be really cheap, because I think I would find like expensive things.
Oh my
by
gosh!
accident.
An art shop, a painting for $85.
I'll take it.
Did you fart?
No, I didn't. I swear I
You
didn't.
smell that? Lean
No,
over here. I swear I just got a brief whiff of a fart.
I didn't fart. I swear.
Ew.
I would openly admit if I did, but I didn't.
Okay. It's gone now. That was really weird. It's like 2 seconds of in the face.
What was it? Just like a wave? Did it smack you? Okay. Maybe it's your birthday candle. It's actually fart scented.
Yeah, they made it based off your farts. I'd gag myself. Ugh.
Well, Carson and I are traveling soon.
Yeah. Not to North or South Carolina. Or a cruise
No, we're traveling
to Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
That'll be another video podcast,
We're
so don't
making-
spoil it.
We're making a podcast there.
On the beach. Stay tuned.
Or in
2-3 weeks
in
from now.
the Airbnb.
Oh yeah, the Airbnb
We-
is so cute.
We probably should do it there because the wind of the beach. The beaches are so windy. I feel like it would just be so loud. Like
I agree.
whenever we tried to film at the duck pond and it was so loud.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
I feel like the ducks were so loud that day.
Mm.
Okay, I can ask you another question. I have quite a few on deck here. What is a funny memory that you have from college? Just one. Or as many as you want, I guess.
Oh boy. There's so many. I think it has
Do an older one.
it has to be my first weekend at college. But I
why
don't
was
wanna-
that your why was that a
I
funny
don't want
moment?
to I don't want to talk about that on camera actually.
Okay, then pick a different one. Pick one that you can actually discuss.
Funniest moment? I think it was just in general was having my German exchange roommate, Louisa from Germany.
That was quite the time for
Like
you.
just so many different things of like one time she was like, what's the word for this? And she's like pointing at a cup in our like fake half kitchen. And I'm like, how do you not like I know she's from Germany and she doesn't English isn't her first language, but to me I'm like, you speak fine, like perfect English. How do you not know what the word for cup is?
I feel like you just miss certain things though. Like it's like the small things that you're like, wait, I forget the word for that.
It is just so funny. And then we had to go I got COVID and the school mandated that I left for 10 days, got isolated on campus, and then my roommates got isolated, and Louisa said that she like forgot how to like speak English and like communicate because she was not talking to people for
Yeah.
like so long, and I thought it was so funny.
I feel like whenever you're not exposed, you lose the language.
A little bit, yeah. So honestly, just like seeing how different of a life she lives and like hearing stories and seeing pictures, that would, yeah, the whole
That was a
experience.
fever dream.
It went by so fast.
It did. Well, once wasn't she only here for one semester?
Yeah, but we went to like Hershey Park. We went to Lancaster to see the Amish.
We went to the hockey game.
The hockey game. Yeah, it was like
Yeah, you traveled a lot
so
with her.
much. That's because she wanted to. She's like, I'm
Well,
in
yeah.
America. I gotta travel. I was like, that's
Yeah.
fair.
They placed her in like the worst place to travel though. Like, oh
Literally,
my
I was like,
gosh.
why Shippensburg? Why? There's literally farmland, cows, and Amish. That's it. That's all you
Like, there's
really.
nothing else to see.
Oh, we were just driving by this today. If you Google things to do in Shippensburg, the not the number one, but it's on
it's
it's
on
on
the
the top
list.
10 is to see the world's largest paint can.
And you drive past it on the highway.
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
ridiculous.
You do this. Wow, that's a big paint can.
But
Then
I
you get
almost
back
don't
in your
even
car.
see it.
No, literally, it's just a big paint can. There's nothing to it. And that's like,
How is that memorable? Because paint cans aren't even that fun. Like, it's really just like a big cylinder. It looks like it could be like a barn building.
yeah, imagine you drive the whole way here to Shippensburg to take your family on a trip, and you're like, guys, I have something fun planned.
We need to see the paint
You
can.
pull up. Oh.
The second you go to Chambersburg, you see it, and then
No,
then
literally.
you're like, oh wait, this is not exciting anymore.
No. It's just like take anything and just make it gigantic, and then you look at it and it's like, what else is there to do?
Have you seen any other statues in your time?
Statue
Wait, have
of
you ever been to
Liberty.
DC?
I went to the Statue of Liberty. I saw the pencil. Is that what they call it? The pencil in DC.
Oh,
That really, really tall one.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Have you ever seen like the monuments in DC though?
Yeah.
I don't think. Did we have a field trip in high school of going there?
Not in high school.
I don't think I've ever been there. To the
They
Capitol.
did a bunch of field trips in high school, but anytime there was one, I never went.
I don't think I went either. Gosh, I missed seeing the statues. I wonder if there's any statues in Cape Cod. Like around the Cape
Maybe.
Cod area.
People
There
love
might
to make
be.
statues.
There
I
might
never realized how big the Statue of Liberty is. Have you been there?
I probably have.
So you don't remember.
No.
But like I remember, like you always see pictures and you see it from far away. But when you actually get up close, like I like distinctly remember. I don't remember much because I used to go. I went to New York. My grandma would take me for every single one of my birthdays, like once a
What?
year. Yeah.
You constantly went to New York every year?
Yes.
To
Up-
the city?
Yes. I don't know why. It was just a thing that we did. Because my grandpa would take my brother. They're on this mission to go to every single football stadium in America, which
Yep.
they've been to almost all of them. So my grandma would take me to New York, and we only went up until I was like 12 or something, and then we stopped. But
Did you do shopping in Times Square?
yeah, we went to the American
That
Girl
takes
doll
a
place,
Yes, with like the several
and
stories.
we had like tea with my American Girl doll, and I designed her.
Yeah.
I got Kit.
See, the American Girl doll store was so much fun if you had to buy one while you were there.
Yeah, you can like
Or you could
custom
bring your
make
own.
them. I brought mine.
You brought yours too?
That was the only arc that I ever had dolls.
Wait, you brought your doll too and you
I
bought
had
one?
two New York City. I didn't buy one. I've only ever had one American Girl doll. Those things are expensive. And then I would buy
Oh, but then you brought it after. Okay.
yeah, and then I still have a whole box of American Girl doll accessories. But when I tell
Hold
you,
on to that.
when I
It's worth some valuable money.
literally, when I tell you, I brought that doll to New York City, and that was it. Like that's all I did with it.
You
I
never
didn't-
played?
Nope, never played with it.
But whenever you would bring it to New York City, did you like it? Like, did you like to hold it? Or were you just kind of like, eh?
Yeah, it's kind of just like meh. I made my grandma happy, so I just like brought it.
It's probably happy because she's like, you're finally being a girl. And you're like, I hate my doll.
For context, I love being a girl. I just
I love being a woman.
woman feminism. I have almost every weekend I would go to my grandparents' house with my brother, and then my two cousins were boys, so they would be there too. all we ever did was we would play football outside in the snow. We would play wiffle ball, kickball, baseball, basketball. We would swim. Like, we never, like, really played or watched TV.
Yeah, well, I guess your boy cousins wouldn't play dolls with you.
Yeah. Like, they collected football cards, so I thought it was cool. So I collected football cards. Didn't even know, like, any of them.
Did you collect Pokemon cards?
Oh, yeah, I did.
So did I.
I collected Pokemon.
I had a binder.
No way.
Of
Did you ever
Pokemon
play Pokemon,
cards.
though?
No.
Neither did I. You're supposed to play it, though.
But, yeah.
Like, save up your cards.
Yeah.
There's
I just had the cards, but I never, like... I was a collectibles person, though.
Me too.
I liked collecting everything.
Me. I collected...
Well, I think every child likes to collect things, though.
That's true. I had Squinkies. That was the
Me
most girly
too.
thing. I used to, like, chew on them. Put them in your mouth and, like, chew on them.
Ew.
They were
I probably
fun.
did, but I don't really
It's
remember.
like the Polly Pockets. There's, like, a
I never
dress.
had a Polly Pocket.
I had one.
Why did I think that was not our generation?
It is. I'm pretty sure it is.
I feel like I would have had one, though.
Yeah.
Because I had a lot of doll stuff. Do you think you would have been a lot different if you had girl cousins and played dolls?
Yes, and had sisters.
How different do you think you'd be?
Very, very different.
Like, what about you do you think would change?
I think
What changes then?
What? What?
Like, what do you think is fundamentally different? Because I have sisters and girl cousins, and we'd always play dolls, but you have only a brother and boy cousins.
I don't know. I think it's just like being athletic. I like to go to the gym now. I can throw a football. Like, we had a frat event for our rush week,
Yeah.
and it was like wellness night. So we had like football, basketball. Like, I did everything, and all the only thing that the girls
sporty.
did was sit on the yoga mat and talk.
Me.
And like, I'm like the only girl up there playing football, basketball.
I can't throw a football.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. It's embarrassing. Like, when I see like a girly girl like try and throw it, like, big ick.
I
Major
can't throw a
ick.
football. I can't. I tried.
Can't even get the spiral.
Nope. There's no way.
I have my pantaloons again, guys.
I know. Why are your ankles always out? I'm like freaked.
It's embarrassing, guys. The good thing I don't
The
have
ghosts
cankles.
are out. If you had cankles and you're showing
Ugh.
that, you have constant pantaloons. That
Do
just
we
looks
like?
This just looks so weird. Is it weird that I'm like hovering over you? Should I like
don't
be
really
on the
feel
same
like
level?
that. Maybe you should show your face to the camera.
Can you only see my hair?
Basically.
I'm trying to like
You
position
just-
myself.
Hi guys, welcome to our podcast.
I'm actually not showing my face today.
It's the Carson Show. I guess.
It is.
Okay, let's get back to a question.
I'm an ominous viewer. Guys, I'm your ominous host.
Guys, wait. Talk right now. Say something like a spy would do, where you have to like make the voice change so you can't recognize the voice. Face that way. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna edit it. Face that way. Say something.
This is the Female Perspective Podcast, and I'm your host, Izzy, and I will never reveal my face.
I love that.
It's actually, this is the first face reveal. Face reveal.
Okay. Izzy,
I forgot we're talking
what
about funny memories.
is something you have learned from freshman year until now?
That question is really similar. I think to the
I
other
guess,
question
yeah.
that we had.
Okay, who has impacted you the most? I like that question. Who has like
Who?
Yeah. I think I know the answer. On 3, ready?
Like during my college career.
Correct. 3. You have
You're
it?
not gonna guess it though.
Oh, so it's not your roommate.
Yes, but I have a different answer.
Who?
My University 101 professor. Who
Oh
I
my
taught with.
gosh. This peer anchor stuff again, please.
I'm not gonna discuss it. I'm not gonna discuss it. It was just impactful. That's all I have to say.
You could discuss it. I just can't.
I loved her.
I literally can't believe that you
I loved her.
are a peer anchor. Like, that just that'd be like me choosing to wear a dress on a hot summer day. That just doesn't happen.
No, but what came over me to do that? I
don't
think I was
know.
going through a real identity crisis at that time, and I was like, I need to do something on campus, or else I'm never gonna do anything. And that was what I picked.
I remember she told me she was thinking about doing it, and I was like, there's actually no way that you're being real right now.
It taught me that I don't want to be a teacher.
Well, that's good.
That's for sure. But yeah, I loved her. She was like completely tatted up head to toe. She was one of the professors, and
I think
she
I
was
saw
like
her
a
in the hallway
severe
one time.
feminist.
Oh, wow. I think I've seen her like one
Oh.
time in my life.
But I loved her as a professor. And I had her as my I had her as my professor for that class. So she was awesome. I loved her. Who has impacted you the most?
I knew you were gonna ask me that. Don't think there's one person.
That's impacted you at all?
No, that's impacted me like the most. Like
Just do someone.
Well, everyone that I could sit here and talk about every single person in my life that's impacted me.
That's true.
Don't have one main person.
Do you have like a professor?
Nope.
What about J-Lo?
No.
He hasn't
Let's not
impacted
name
you.
drop here.
He hasn't impacted you in some way.
I'm not discussing my professors on camera. Thank you.
Okay. We're not getting political.
No hate for J-Lo, just not. None of my professors really were like instrumental.
Yeah. I think some of mine were, though. I think that's a good thing. Carson, I literally was like that for like 50, like the whole podcast. I'm not even kidding. It's because you were laying down, so I was like,
I know.
I need to like look back. I feel like it's better if we like, I don't really know.
Let's cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, we're at 30 minutes, so we'll probably have 2 more questions. Let me think of one. I need to pull one from the content bank.
Let's hear it. The content bank that has 10 cents in it.
I got more than a dime up there. What is
I'm more than a dime.
your biggest piece of advice?
This is not out of your content
I
bank.
know, I'm thinking. Give me a second.
You're just copying my questions.
Okay, what is like the most fierce?
Please.
Like one moment you just really distinctly remember in college. And you don't know why. Like, doesn't have to be something special, just one moment.
Like something super memorable?
Yeah.
Gosh, whenever Carson asks me a question related to my memory, I'm like,
Oh my gosh, here she goes.
let me think whenever I don't remember the past forever of my life.
Yeah, literally.
When I don't remember literally
I'll be
yesterday.
like, do you remember this time in high school? And she'll be like, what? I don't think I was there. I was like, yes, you were there. She says that for everything I bring up. I'm like,
I don't have
remember
a
that
memory.
time that we went out to get Dunkin' after all of us slept over at our friend's house? And she's like, I don't think I was there for that. Yes, you were there for that.
I think my memory is just wiped.
Okay, well, can you
If
think?
someone wiped my memory, I wouldn't even notice.
Can you try and think of a memory? Please.
I think a really significant memory was whenever my roommate and I were locked in for COVID for like literally a month, and we couldn't leave the dorm for a month. And they would deliver us.
I don't even like hearing you talk about this because I had it 10 times worse than you, and you guys act like it was the end of the world.
Because it was
You
for
left
us.
to go to Target. I was trapped inside of a room with one small window with blinds that didn't work. No outside communication. Like
brick walls.
brick
You could have been in
walls.
like rehab, and I would have been like, I believe you.
Yeah, it was horrible. So think of a different one, please. I'm giving sass.
Okay.
Serving tude.
Another memory I can think of. Wow, guys, this is really hard. I can't remember the last 4 years of my life.
Wow, this is so
Now I'm
hard.
serving pantaloons. I need to shave my legs so bad.
Pantaloons.
Look at them.
Guys, put your pantaloons up.
We only have pantaloons in this house.
This can be our thumbnail.
Perfect.
Perfect.
We can have our legs out. Wow, why is this so hard? I think a good memory is whenever I went to the bar for the first time.
You remember that?
I feel like I do.
Which one
I definitely
did you go
do.
to?
It was the beginning of this. Beginning of last semester.
Which bar?
Webb's the only bar here. I think that was a really fond memory. It was the start of being 21, and I enjoyed that.
What was your first alcoholic drink legally? Not that you drank before 21, but
What was it? Why? I feel like
what
it
was your
probably was a vodka
first?
crayon.
Was it actually?
I feel like it was because I was like, this is such a joke.
I wanted to wait for my birthday. I got my mom and my grandma took me to Colorado, and I wanted to wait for my first drink after turning 21 to be in Colorado. But my aunt invited me over and gave me a White Claw, and so I was like,
Can't resist.
I guess this will be my first one.
A White Claw is sad.
It
No,
really is.
my first drink that I ever bought was a Seagram Jamaican Me Happy Tall Boy. That's the first drink I ever bought when I first turned 21. On the day of my birthday, I went to Rutter's and bought it, and the cash register at Rutter's started singing happy birthday to me, and the guy was like, "You're the third person today with a birthday," and the register was like, "Happy birthday."
That is so
to-"
weird.
And I was just standing there as it was singing.
That's so weird. I don't even remember what mine was. I just remember feeling so awkward buying alcohol. Like I felt like I was doing something illegal, but it was legal.
It still feels like a crime. Whenever I go into
know.
Sheets and get a Tall Boy, I'm like, this feels so illegal.
And it's so, because I look so
But I
young, and
love
so they're
it.
always like, ID.
Do they actually like get
Yes, like
sussed?
every time I go and get alcohol, people are like they won't
Even
even,
at
they won't,
Sheetz?
yeah, even at Giant, they won't even scan anything until they get my ID first.
What?
Yes. Like I feel like they think that I'm lying to them, that I have a fake ID, but I don't.
They look at wait, they don't scan anything before.
Correct.
Look at your ID.
Like the person in front of me, they'll be scanning, then they scan the ID, pay. I get up, I put everything, I'm unloading everything. They're standing there just waiting for me to hand them their ID. And they'll be like, "Where's
That's
your
so
ID?" And I'll be like,
awkward.
"I know.
You're like, I know the drill by now.
Trust me."
I
I'll
can't
get
believe
carded.
at Sheets they even look at your ID because I just turn mine upside down and then just
Oh
scan
no,
the barcode.
no. They will flip it back over and look at it. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Anyway,
I guess you do have a little baby face.
I do. We don't get many comments, but if you guys watched this far, how old do you think I am? If you
Well,
didn't
you're
know
obviously 21.
if you didn't know I was 21, comment how old you think I am, but maybe be nice.
The general consensus is going to be probably 17.
I was saying 18.
Yeah, 17, 18.
I'll take it. One last question to finish off the pod.
What?
I'm waiting for you to ask.
Oh, I asked you a lot of questions. You asked me
I know, I'm
something
trying
out
to
of your
think. The
content bank.
content bank is empty right now. It's
Come on,
thinking-
content bank.
I'm thinking about that bench press competition.
What is your favorite place to go on campus?
Wow. That was quick.
My content bank, I might not have a memory, but I can sure think of questions to ask.
You have no
I might not remember
long-term-
yesterday.
No long-term memory.
I just have the shortest short-term memory you've ever
What did you
seen.
eat for dinner yesterday? Oh, that's a hard one.
Oh, let me think on that.
I might have a Snapchat memory. Okay.
We might have a Snapchat memory of what I ate. Let me think.
Let's see. My favorite place to go on campus would have to be probably the library.
Oh.
The bottom floor, back where the Macs are.
I have one complaint about our school library.
Let's hear it.
They don't have any windows.
I know, it feels like jail in there.
It is so... the scene is literally like they have windows in the far back, but the whole
That's
rest
it.
of the library is just fluorescent light just beaming down, and it makes my head hurt so bad.
It's the library spins.
It is library.
That's what we call it.
And I have to go upstairs to the silent floor so that way I have a window.
I've never... I don't have a reason to go up there. I don't ever have any work anymore. I have one class.
True.
All-
I have 2 classes and I'm perched up there all the time.
Well, all my work is video editing, so I end up doing it in the Cub.
Yeah. Well, you do it in that little lab.
Yeah, that's where I spend most of my hours. Like, I will spend like 4 hours in a row, like at a time, up there rotting with no window.
Well, whenever we had 3 angles of the podcast, Carson
Oh
would
my.
be up there for like 5 hours, no joke. And I'd be like, I'm
It took-
going to work.
Yeah, literally, I would be up there until like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and I was like, time to
So-
serve my country at the restaurant.
That's why I'm so happy we do one camera angle now, because
Yeah, it's
all
a
I
lot
do
better.
is sync the audio.
Yeah. We should pull out too at some point though. Maybe
You want to edit it?
Yeah. You should have seen me. I tried to edit.
She's like, let me try.
I tried to edit clips of it and it took me like 10 minutes to edit 2 minutes of footage.
You gotta know the shortcut keys. And like for me, I've been editing for like 6 years, so I can like do it super
Okay.
fast. But watching her do it
I'll
was
bow
like
down.
probably watching me trying to do math.
Or add fractions.
Don't bring that up.
It's pretty similar.
What are we at?
40
40
minutes.
minutes. Okay. You think we're good?
I think so.
All right.
I think that was good.
I hope you guys enjoyed our podcast and seeing Izzy's face for 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes of it. We're gonna work on that. I think we
We
just need to sit side by side because the second that you're behind me, I'm like my whole hair is just you can only see my wig. And
my
nothing
whole
else.
hair.
My crazy hair today from the rain. It's not raining anymore. It's supposed to be 55 degrees today. I'm so excited. Next week's in the 60s. That's gonna
Next
be
weekend,
even better.
we are back dog sitting.
We're gonna be back on the couch. TBD if we're gonna be drinking or not though. Because I got a really bad headache last time.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
But you'll get to see the dogs again.
We could do a slushie.
A slushy. And get ID again.
A slushie.
Anyway, adios and ciao. Have a
Okay.
great weekend.
Don't do that.
I'm going to do my famous hand thing. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you for watching.